gonna lose. Watching me play a fighting game is like watching a baby play with a toy. I just shake things and press buttons until I get my way. I realize there's a lot of nuance to learn in these games, but I'm not one for nuance or learning, at least not in my games, so prepare to watch me mash buttons until my thumbs bleed. Hey, I still win. It's Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution.
Excellent.
So if the subtitle didn't already give it away, this is actually an updated re-release of Virtua Fighter 4. Same game, but with extra stuff. A tradition in fighting games that dates back to the earliest days of the genre. It's weird, but hey, I'm a button masher. If I understood these games, then this whole evolution thing might make more sense. As would this guy. The reprobate grandfather in a fighting game. So what's been added to warrant this evolution? Well, a couple things. You get 2 new characters, and a few characters have some new moves. There's also a new game mode in which you can enter tournaments all over Japan, and those get you items and accessories, things like clothing and gear. You can also buy this stuff by earning cash. In fact, it kind of reminds me of Soul Calibur's Weapon Master mode, so that's cool. There's a ton of stuff to unlock in the quest mode, which makes it a great addition. In fact, the quest is actually the meat of the game, and it's a brand new mode. Another nice addition is this 10th anniversary mode. It's essentially the same Virtua Fighter 4, only with the graphics and style of the original Virtua Fighter. This is just an awesome touch. It's so cool to see a newer game rendered in that old school style, with the blocky characters and the floaty physics. It's like its own full game, which is crazy. The only thing is it's tucked away under the options menu, which it makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, why hide one of the game's coolest modes? The game also got some improvements in terms of its presentation. Visually, it's just a much better looking game than the original Virtua Fighter 4, just much more polished. Of course, on the other hand, the sound is pretty awful. The music's repetitive and annoying, and the voice acting's just terrible. This is definitely a game to play on mute, with your own music on. I mean, you can only listen to the same dumb line so many times. And, you know, this doesn't necessarily apply to the game now, but what was even cooler about this game is that it was released with a budget price. It was only $20 new for a game that had this much content and made this many improvements. And in retrospect, that's an awesome thing. This was just a fantastic package back in 2003. It really was the ultimate version of what was already a great fighting game. Look, to be honest, I've never been much of a fighting game fan, and even I found this game impressive. The gameplay, the graphics, the sheer amount of content, and again, all for a low price when it was originally released. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And personally, I'd say this game's worth it for the anniversary mode alone. If you're looking for a great fighter on your PS2, they don't come much better than this. It's Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. Shout out to our friend Gunwild from Buffalo, New York for sending it in. Also, sorry about the Sabres, Gunwild. Maybe next year you'll get the Buffalo Sabres Evolution edition.